Video I uploaded recently is a movement called flatten and release. This is a movement that helps you to release hidden tension. So this is tension. This is holding and contraction in your muscles that's happening all the time. It's a subconscious process. And specifically in your belly, this is what our flatten and release helps us to let go of. And this has been a real game changer for me. This very simple, what could be described as a bread and butter movement in this practice has really affected my comfort in terms of digestion and in terms of releasing feelings around anxiety and worry and fear. And I had no idea that I was holding on to tension in my belly because it was subconscious. There was nothing that stood out about it. It was normal. And I think it had been part of my life from such a young age that I just didn't recognize it. But what I definitely was acutely aware of were the digestive issues that I struggled with. I suffered with irritable bowel syndrome for a long, long time. I remember constantly having tummy ache as a child. And some of that was to do with intolerances that hadn't been identified. But even when they had, I still recognized that there was a discomfort and a pain around this part of my torso. And when I came to the flatten and release, and I started to actually go into the tension that was there. This is what this practice helps us with. We're not avoiding the cause of our symptoms. We are going straight towards them. We're meeting them. We're welcoming them. We're getting to know them. When I started going into that tension, I had no conscious awareness of. Then and only then was I able to release it. And the sensations that came with that came pretty quickly, actually. It didn't take a lot of effort, it didn't take a lot of repetition in order to start taking the brakes off or almost like loosening a belt that had been there forever that was incredibly tight. Within a few pandiculations, a few explorations of flatten and release, I was actually starting to loosen that tight belt that I didn't even know I was wearing. And the effect of that, despite it being a very simple movement, was profound. I suddenly was able to breathe because the tension that had been held in my belly didn't make room for my diaphragm. So on an inhale, my inhale was always being restricted, and what I'd actually gotten into a pattern of was my belly tightening even more when I was trying to breathe in, and I ended up breathing up here. So not only did it start to ease my belly pain, improve my digestive function, because suddenly everything had a little more room to be able to do its job. It wasn't being rammed and crammed and had not enough room to be able to do its job. Suddenly, my tummy pain eased and I was breathing more fully, and I didn't even realize I wasn't. And this is the thing about hidden tension that in this practice we also talk about as the term sensory motor amnesia. It's become so well learned, it's a habit. To hold this tension within our system is beyond our conscious awareness. When something is a habit, you don't need to think about it consciously in order for it to happen. It's happening all the time. And that really serves us, that helps us. But sometimes we get stuck and it causes symptoms. Low energy, restricted breath, digestive issues. So if any of this resonates with you, go ahead, check out the flatten and release. And this really helps us to start right in our center. Again, we're going back to our center. We're going into those areas that are causing our symptoms. We're no longer running away and avoiding them. but we're going into them. That is where we create the change. Go visit what's causing the pain, the restriction, the discomfort, meet it, and then we can release out of it. So enjoy exploring that movement, flatten and release. And if we haven't met, my name is Karen. I'm founder of Somatic Habit. I am author of the book Somatic Movement, which you can find on Amazon. And there's all about these movements and this practice in that book. And I'm here to share everything I've learned over the last 25 plus years of guiding others towards making transformation, creating transformation, and living with more ease, more peace, and more joy.